Welcome back YouTube, I have Ahmed again from In-Depth Tech Reviews, and in today's video I'm gonna review Annke C800 4K IP security camera. In this video I'm gonna walk you through all the steps to get it up and running, show you morning and night samples, and the best features it has to help you decide if this security camera is a good choice for you. So let's see how good is the C800 4K IP security camera, but before getting started, let's make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified every time I post a new video. So let's jump in. I will start with the unboxing really quick. First, the camera. I have here the C800 turret with no mic. Next, the drill template that you can peel off, stick to the wall, and drill the required holes for the screws and cables, a plastic cover for the Ethernet connector to protect it from water and dust, and 3 expansion screws. For the instructions about how to fix the camera to the wall or ceiling, they are included in the user guide. So I will skip this part and focus only on how to activate it and use it as a standalone security camera without any extra equipments. And finally, it includes a CD with the activation software that you can also download using the link in the description below. Now let's take a look at the specs. The Annke C800 has a maximum video resolution of 3480 by 2160 at 15 frames per second. Due to the low frame rate, the video will not be that smooth. However, you can run it at 30 frames per second starting from 2560 by 1440 resolution and lower. It records videos using the latest video compression standards to save space. You can choose between H.264 and H.265 in addition to their Plus versions to push the compression even further. It has 124 degrees field of view, so it will cover a huge space. It supports 120 dB wide dynamic range, so it will automatically balance the dark and the bright areas in the scene to give a clear vision in challenging lighting conditions. And here's a side-by-side comparison with and without the wide dynamic range feature. It's a day and night difference, and I do recommend activating this feature right after activating the camera to enjoy the better video quality. The C800 is equipped with an infrared LED to provide up to 30 meters of night vision distance, in addition to the 3D digital noise reduction support to minimize noise and provide a cleaner image. It supports the Onvif standard that gives the ability to access and control the camera using 10 different third-party apps and softwares as shown now on the screen. The C800 has a premium and solid build quality. The camera and the base are made from metal, except the small plastic ring that covers the screws. It's IP67 certified for water and dust proofing. It can operate in temperatures between -30 and 60 degrees Celsius. It weighs 620 grams, which is kinda heavy, so I recommend mounting it to a strong surface that can handle the weight. It can take a microSD card up to 128 gigabytes to record the videos directly on the camera. To install one, you need to loosen the fixing screw, rotate the camera until you find the microSD card cover, unscrew the cover to get access to the memory card slot and the reset button. Loosening the fixing screw will also allow you to rotate and tilt the camera in all directions by hand to adjust the angle. But make sure to tighten the fixing screw back for the camera to stay in place. Now let's take a closer look at the video quality. It records in 5 different resolutions as shown now on the screen. The first difference between them is in the field of view. The 4K and the 3K resolutions have wider field of view than the other 3. So you need to try all of them to make sure the resolution you are going to choose will cover your region of interest. When it comes to the difference in quality, I see the 4K, 3K and 2K resolutions are very close. You will notice major difference in quality only when you choose Full HD or 720p resolutions. To give you a clearer idea about the video quality, here's the morning 4K at 15 frames per second in full screen. It has great video quality and it takes advantage of the 124 degrees field of view. But if you want a smoother video, the 2K resolution at 30 frames per second will give you this, with a small difference in quality and field of view. Here's a side-by-side comparison between all resolutions at night, so it depends on your personal preference which one of them works the best for you. But what about the difference in size? It doesn't depend only on the resolution. There are other factors to keep in mind: how many frame rates you chose, which compression standard is activated, and more. All these standards you can set in the video/audio tab under the configuration screen after activating the camera, which I'm gonna go through right after this part. To give you an idea about how much storage you need, here is an example. If you have the camera set to 4K at 15 frames per second using the maximum compression, which is H.265+, A 1TB hard drive will take up to 50 days worth of continuous recordings and 25 days if set to the lowest compression, which is H.264. So how to continuously record if you're gonna use it as a standalone camera? In this case, you can insert a memory card as shown earlier, create a FTP server, or connect the camera to a network attached storage if you have one. And it supports Synology and the QNAP. I'm currently using Synology, so I'm gonna briefly show you how to connect both. Now let's activate the camera. First, you will need an Ethernet cable and a 12 volts adapter with a minimum output of 2 amperes or more. None of these are included in the box. Plug the Ethernet to the camera and use the protective plastic cover that came with it to protect the connector from water and dust. Plug the other end of the cable to any LAN port in your router. Next, plug the 12 volt adapter to the power connector. Next, we need to download the SDAP tool using the link in the description below. There is a version for Windows and Mac. I downloaded the Windows version and went through the installation process, which is straightforward. The tool will show you the available security cameras in your network. Locate the inactive one, click on the checkbox next to it. On the right side, it will ask you to create a password for the camera to activate it. The username is admin by default, and this is the only username allowed. Now click on activate. If your password got accepted, you will get a notification that your camera got activated. Then it will ask you to set 3 security questions to use for resetting your password if needed in the future. After the activation, now we can access it in multiple ways. The simplest and the easiest way is through the web browser. Make sure the computer is connected to the same network as your camera. Locate the camera IP address from the SDPA tool we used earlier. It's shown under the IPv4 address. Type the IP address in your browser. It will ask you for the username and password. Put admin in the username field, then put the password you created. After the login, make sure you are on the live view tab, and that's it. You will get immediate access to the camera. The second way is to use the Annke Vision app. It's available on Android and iOS. There are multiple ways to add the camera to the app, but I will show you the best way that will allow you to remotely access the camera from the internet and receive motion detection notifications on your mobile. Before adding the camera to the app, navigate to the same web dashboard, click on the configuration tab next to live view, then click on network, advanced settings, then click on platform access tab. You will see the Annke Vision app already listed. Just tick the box next to enable, and in the verification code field, create a custom verification code between 6 to 12 characters. You can use numbers only if you would like. Once done, hit save. Take a note of this code as we're gonna use it later in the app. Go back to your phone and open the Annke Vision app, tap on login, and sign in with your Annke account if you have one, or create a new account by tapping on register. After signing in with your account, tap the plus sign at the top right corner and choose manual adding. Then the app will ask you for the serial number of the camera that you can find on the back. Put the serial number and tap on the save button at the top right corner. The app will load for a few seconds, then it will show you the add button. Tap on it, it will ask you for the verification code we created earlier in the web dashboard. Type the code and tap OK. The app will give you a confirmation that the camera is added. Tap on next to give a name for your camera. After choosing the name, hit save. Now the camera is fully added and you will see it in the list of available devices. When you tap on it, it will show you a live preview. From this page, you can do a lot of things. You can change the live preview resolution, either HD, standard, or basic. You can change the zoom level. You can take a photo or record a video. The photos and videos will be saved to your phone's gallery. You can flip the live preview in all directions and adjust the noise level reduction. The Annke C800 supports motion detection and you can adjust its settings from the app. Tap on the settings icon next to the camera and then go to notification. And here you can turn on the toggle to start receiving notifications. You can choose between receiving events and push notifications or events only. From here, you can also set a schedule for the notifications by tapping on notification schedule, turn on the switch, and here you can set a time schedule by choosing the days and the start and end times. Once you are done, tap on the save button and the schedule will be set. From here, you can also draw the motion detection area and the camera will only notify you if it detected motion in the specified area. And to do this, tap on the menu item and then drag your finger to select the area. Once you're done, tap on the tick sign and you are good to go. And finally, you can set the motion detection sensitivity. From here, you will get a slider to choose between low, medium, and high. The app will also give you a hint about the type of movements the camera can detect based on the level of sensitivity. So now let's put it into action to see how good is the motion detection feature. Now I'm gonna wave my hand in front of the camera to see how fast my phone will receive the notification while using the data connection. As you saw, I received the notification immediately, which is impressive. One final thing to show you before summing up everything is how to connect it to a Synology NAS. First, you need to activate a feature called Onvif on the camera to allow other apps and softwares to control it. To do this, from the configuration page, go to Network, Advanced Settings, then Integration Protocol, and put a tick next to Enable, and hit save. Then open the Synology Package Center and download the Surveillance Station package. After installation, open the app. On the left side, you will see an icon called IP Camera. Click on it and then click on Add. It will show you the setup wizard. Go ahead and choose Quick Setup from the options. Click Next. Then it will ask you for the camera details. Start by giving a name to the camera. Use the same IP address we used earlier. Put the same username and password. Then click on Test Connection to make sure the settings are correct. Finally, tap on Next and then Finish. The camera is now added and you can click on it to see a live preview. Synology Surveillance Station will give you a lot of options, like continuous recording, the ability to play the recorded videos, set push notifications for motion detection, and more. I recommend checking Synology guides to know how to use these features. When it comes to the price, the Annke C800 is priced at $95.99 on Anke's website and $109 on Amazon.com, which is very reasonable considering that you can record in 4K, you can use it as a standalone camera, and it has a very solid build quality. The only issue I faced while reviewing this camera is in how to set it up for the first time. It took me some time due to the lack of detailed articles that can help me activate all the features. However, in this video, I provided you with a very easy and straightforward guide that can get you up and running without any hassle. Now I'm done with my review for the Annke C800. All the links about the product and the download links will be in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like my video, and if you do, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe for more videos.